All right. So last 2 weeks ago, I always forget. You guys had the kind of the fallout of, or the funeral of Daddy Candy, directed by our ever lovable Lunch. You found out some secrets. You found some old letters and notes, and the celebration, what turned into more of, I would say, a celebration, ended up becoming a wedding for the dead. Crap, I'm forgetting names.
Berwick.
Why did I forget Berwick?
I don't know. It's
he's
an
gone
easy
now.
name. Because he's gone. He's
you do need some new zombies.
I have some. I have
You do?
breads ready to go.
Oh.
I got 4 of them.
For Papa Candy and... Damn it, Berwick.
Baby B.
Why is Berwick out of my memory today?
Because you don't want to think about it. It's sad.
No, I
get it.
I don't... What? Don't put words in my mouth.
Sorry.
Otherwise, you had a very long discussion with Sova, which was majority of your conversation. And you learned quite a bit about what's kind of going on in the world, about Orcus, about the Zentarum, how they're working together, how Bashaba is just a jerk and just wants to mess with Desiree because she can. You also found out that they're not technically working together, but in some instances their interests align, so they decide to work together temporarily. Something of note is they're planning to let Orcus out. This requires a magical source and some sort of ritual that's supposed to take place in the Shadowfell. Whereas they have supposedly been keeping an eye on Desiree without all of you knowing. Eventually, her going to be the one that they were going to use for the ritual. Whether or not that still can happen, you're not sure. That's something that you're probably all going to have to look into a little bit more. However, we've gotten to a point in our story where there isn't a whole lot of immediate action that needs to be done. So we are going to have a time skip, like I've explained, which is going to be about a month. You are all going to have an opportunity to take care of things that you need to do, make money on the side, whatever you want. It's probably going to be majority of our session, depending on how that works. If not, I do have some extra stuff that I set up. So, I guess let's just start, and anyone who has something that they want to do, let me know, and we'll go from there. Remember, 30 days. Garmond the main thing about Garmond is he's focusing on, he's going to just be kind of experimenting, crafting, designing. He is going to finish your shield, though I don't think you really need that right now, Fessik.
Yeah.
Because I don't really expect anyone to fight. So.
As far
Hold my beer.
It could happen.
It's possible.
We can call back to that if we need to, but like I said, the 30 days is yours. What would you all like to do?
I'll start. As soon as we get back from the funeral wedding,
Yes.
The fretting, I would probably begin like a lot of legal logistics and things like that to get things in motion, because Waterdeep being Waterdeep, and anybody gets, I wanted paperwork filed, filled out, sent where it needs to go, transfer of power, attorney stuff, whatever, however that works.
I mean, as far as the nobility goes, you do, obviously by blood, you are the inheritor of the Candy fortune and the Candy estate. You can find advisors if you need them, and that kind of place the your control and do shift that power. It does take a little bit. It's not an easy thing, especially a sudden death like this, whereas if it was like a more natural death, something that was expected, there would already been that kind of shift. So this does take quite a bit. So candy's probably gone for like a week or so.
Mm-hmm. And then immediately after that, after business is handled and the family's legacy is situated, he probably goes into a little bit of, he his fight or flight response is done, and he did what needed to be done, and now he can mourn really. And so he probably holds up for a week, maybe a week and a half.
Okay.
Just sulking in at the bottom of a bottle, not taking care of himself, not really leaving his room. I believe Sova, I gave quarters for Sova. Sova could stay there. And like Sova probably wouldn't have seen him much. Just kind of drowning his worries.
Sova, is there anything you would like to do while you're at the candy estate for that time period? Or do you have other interests?
I just saw merman murder in the chat.
Circus! Oh, whoa.
Or nothing.
Alright, we'll get back to that. Let me see our candy. You can continue, please.
Oh, okay. So after I've kind of done my business, I thought things have changed to the plan. Somebody probably came to the door, and maybe I thought it was gonna be Ramon, but if he's gone on his cruise, if it was a whole month, and because whenever we left at last, I think he came to my door and said, "Hey, you got stuff you got to take care of," and try to clean me up, like snap me out of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
well, Garmon's not really on a cruise, but
well,
He
I know.
told everybody he was.
Oh, okay. So
it was sarcastic.
Sure. Okay. Well, I didn't know if that was for real or not, because I kind of thought that was fun.
No, it was. I would say it was more of like I'm totally going to be on a cruise, when in reality he has a bunch of work to do.
Well, it's okay, because I'm not going to remember this anyway in my drunken stupor, but he did come to my door, knocked on it, kind of snapped me out of it, kind of had a little pep talk with me, and then, helped me realize that I need to get my stuff together, and that it's it's not productive, especially with the world ending, that I need to move on with my life and make sure that I'm still out and being seen and presentable in the face of Candy Corporation. So I do that, and then I would probably, because he did mention, hey, what happened with Awe? And I remembered that we had discussed maybe going on a date or something, planning something, not necessarily a date in those words, but I would probably, in my cleanup, write a little, a formal letter to invite him to meet me at a park, during the day, on a day that I know that he would be closed. And then I would, that would probably be the day that I'm looking my best, cleaned up, and heading out, if that's how you want to do that, unless you want to move on to somebody else and come back to this.
We'll come back.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that everyone gets an opportunity.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. So that's where I would. Okay. I'm getting ready for the date, and assuming he accepts.
Mm-hmm. There is a little bit of anticipation, as there is a slight delay with when you finally receive the note. Well, like I said, I'll come back to that.
Okay.
Anyone else? We're down 2 people, but
Oh, now we're only down 1 person. Circus.
Oh, there she is.
Circus.
I was like, "What are you talking about? 2 people?" And then I look over at
No.
Discord. She's gone. She's trying her best. Oh.
Well, I know Fessik wants to basically stick around with Desiree while she's doing her research and that kind of stuff, and then while he's hanging around Desiree, he's going to try to learn some more Elvish
Mm-hmm.
book, and try to, hang out with Lyra and try to make friends,
Uh-huh.
and talk to Wesley.
Okay. So as far as your Elvish goes, over this extended period of time, there are going to be multiple instances where you're with Lyra, where you're with Desiree, where you're with Milano too, probably tags along a couple times. Something to note is Lyra has been a little bit more out of her bubble since she lost her wild magic. She can still cast. It's
not dangerous.
obvious it's not dangerous anymore, and she has, out of the fear, at first she was a little hesitant still, but now that she's spending especially a lot of time with Fessik and Desiree, she seems to be a little bit more open to those two specifically, along with Milano. But she is definitely a bright kid and picking things up quick. But like I said, she's just nervous, especially because she was an orphan. She didn't have a family.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as far as your Elvish learning goes for a month, I need a couple. Let's say make 3 intelligence checks, all of them at advantage because you're getting help.
Okay. 11.
Okay.
16.
Okay.
And 13.
13. Okay. I would say that you could probably start reading it to an extent. Very limited reading, but
Yes.
you're also starting to be able to form simple sentences, kind of like a 5-year-old or 6-year-old talking.
Ow.
But you're starting to come along, and I would say, with a slight reluctance to how well you can do it, I can say that you can be proficient in Elvish.
Yay!
Elvish-ish.
Yeah, you learn Elvish kind of.
But you say it like a little kid
Elvish?
reading a book.
You definitely have a foreigner's accent when you're
Is it
saying the
goblin?
Elvish words.
Or is it common?
Donde
What is
esta?
Right.
ESL. Elvish
There
second
is some enjoyment in Milano too. She's having fun again, especially not having to hold a grudge anymore.
That's good. Because that wasn't awkward at all.
Mm-mm. Also, she's still holding to you that you're gonna keep Desiree safe. So,
Yeah.
all right, we'll keep going. Does anyone else want to do something?
I don't
Get
exactly
that
have anything.
truck.
Go for
Uh-huh.
it. Go ahead.
Can
Oh,
I get
yeah.
that taco truck?
Woo!
You want to start a taco stand.
Yay!
Okay. This would require some investing. Luckily, you have your friend Candy, who is the owner of a business and could probably invest in something like this to at least get you started.
I want it to be right across from the yawning portal so that whenever
Whenever
Someone
Durnan.
comes out,
Okay.
I can make eye contact with him.
Okay, so I guess for the initial idea and like the permits and stuff required to start a business, I just need a simple persuasion check. We'll see what
Against who?
against the bureaucrats.
Oh. Would I have been able to get advantage on that? With my drunken backing? 'Cause I'm
Sure.
100% on board with this as
Against
drunken
the city.
candy. It's like
Sure. The
tacos.
fact that they're getting
Oh
sponsored
my.
by Noble is always a good thing.
Uh-huh.
Candy, are you making the roll? I assume you have a higher persuasion.
I don't. I mean, I can.
Either one.
This is drunken candy at the time, so
Mine's like a +4.
what was it? A persuasion? Oh, yours is a +4?
Yep.
Can I cast guidance on myself? Is this
Yeah.
is it guidance? Okay. All right.
Like drunkenly stumble over and
Come on,
touch yourself.
yeah. As I do.
Sounds very legit.
100% legit. Oh, but we didn't even need it.
Add
I'm
the
gonna,
D4.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Just in case. Okay, 23. Jordan's number.
It's not bad.
Swish.
I would say that you can get close, not directly across from Vernon Street, but near there, like around the block. But I would say that through Candy's help, and with the assistance of how cute your cats are, I would say that your taco stand definitely could at least start.
Cool. Can I also
Say that again.
commune with my deity JD to see what I should name the taco truck? Can I commune with my deity JD to see what to name the taco truck?
Make a wisdom check.
Yes.
Oh no.
I'm involved with these investment talks. I will be guiding this.
Go ahead and add a D4 to that. Hold on. I wonder if there's a.
He's got to decide what random name generator to use.
The 14th one. That he comes
It's a roll for quality.
has to roll, and then he has to roll it 14 times, and that's the name.
Oh no.
I mean, this is the name of a taco, not the taco stand, but you can name it after your famous taco that's named Tasty Salsa Fiery Sova.
Wow. Tasty salsa. Savory Sova?
Fiery Sova.
Fiery. TSFS?
Tasty Salsa Fiery Sova. Like there's a comma there.
Oh my god.
Sova's Fire Wagon?
I don't know why that generated that, but
Chicken the smoke wagon? You gotta name the tacos after.
but I would say at least it takes you about a week or two to get things set up, get things contracted to build the stand, and to kind of get a foot in the food industry. I also need a charisma check on seeing how well you sell tacos, and or do you hire someone to do it for you? It'll cut into your
Yeah, I would definitely hire someone. Yep.
Okay. I mean, I guess if you want to make an investigation roll to find someone.
I'm gonna hire everyone I gave a friendship cloak to. So that's
Oh.
Brendan and Samuel from the temple.
Samuel definitely would decline,
But Brandon.
but Brandon has a good charisma, so I just
Brandon's
need
a workhorse too. No. 24 hours a day.
with the
6
help
days
of
a week.
some divine intervention too. You're able to find Brendan.
This was
And-
the best deity decision. Good work, Circus.
You're able to find him, and he is more than ecstatic to assist someone that promised to be his friend, and also took interest in the payment. So I would say you'll make. Oh, I need the charisma check from him, and I'll give him advantage because he's.
Can I guidance him?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, that's right. You got guidance too.
Brendan
Yay.
rolled a natural 20,
Yes!
and with a +4 charisma, and another 1, so what is that? 25. I would say you will get. You'll be averaging like 6 gold a day, but he gets a gold of that for his pay, so you get about 5 gold per day. So over the course of 20 days, how much is that? You get 100 gold.
How much is Candy getting from that?
You could probably throw in another gold for it to him or something. It's up
yeah,
to.
I mean, interest ain't that high. Give me a 0.5% financing, but I'm gonna juice you.
We'll say that that's included with Candy's cut.
Okay.
You're making a net profit of 6, and then you subtract
I'll
the
still
pay
take the
of
100 after
Brandon.
20. Okay.
Yes, we'll say that. So your salsa fiery taco stand is
Wait, so how much total do I get?
100.
100. Okay, gotcha.
But remember, as the day passed, put 5 gold in your pouch. So from here on out, I won't remind you. So you need to make sure you do that.
Could you put that
And say that.
in writing, just for me, if you don't mind?
I will give
Could
you a
put that in writing?
I will give
Could
you a
just type that out.
Okay, fine. Hold on.
Get that in writing. What, is he gonna take backsies?
No, just I have trouble remembering.
I was about to say, I
Also,
think
you're
it's for
cutting out
documentation.
for me. So
Oh,
yeah.
JD. 5 gold per day. I thought that was per taco, and I'm like, holy shit.
Maybe when it expands a little bit more.
Yeah,
Per wagon.
yeah, it's no longer a wagon. We're taking over the yawning portal. We're selling that at all the bars, making rounds.
We gotta sell tacos to our enemies.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
well, why
Poison
not double
them.
dip? Well,
Eventually.
we don't want because
It's a taco truck. No one's gonna be surprised when they get the runs.
I mean, but you gotta start out that way though. So it's gotta be so good that the juice is worth the squeeze. You know? That
I'm saying is
came
get them
out
good stuff
wrong
first, get them hooked, and then get them prepped.
and right.
But
Sorry,
from here
I
on,
said
after the 30 day, when you guys have some downtime and stuff like that, you can make modifications and attempt to do other things to increase your profit.
Shit.
But for the first month, it's actually somewhat of a success because 5 gold a day is not bad by any means.
Yeah, the closest taco stand is in the dog ward.
Yeah. How
Walk.
they're being your main competitor, you don't have their fish tacos are quite a bit better than they're famous for their fish taco.
Oh, are they?
All right. So with that, who would like to go next? Remember, even if you have multiple things, we can come back.
Wait,
Just
what did you asked Circus something when she couldn't hear you during Candy's thing?
Oh, did Circus want to? Did Sova want to do
right.
anything when just staying at Candy's house?
No, probably just creepily map out every inch of the property.
For hidden passages.
By the staff.
Set up hidden cameras.
The staff are a little hesitant to trust you. But due to the fact that the master of the house.
Can I entice them with a massage?
Make a persuasion check.
Guidance that.
Uh-huh.
Should have fired the help and hired the undead.
It's pretty good. You could probably
19.
help. That probably helps. A couple of them probably give in to the request of a massage.
They've been working so hard.
It's just they're a little slow to trust you a little bit.
It's
But
okay. I wouldn't trust me either.
it definitely helps. Especially since Candy kind of stays away from a lot of the business, and they're a little annoyed that he's hiding and you're running around the property, even though he gave you full
Running around
access
the
to it.
Gave you my keys.
Okay. Anyone else want to do something?
Well, I'm hanging out with Lyra and Milano a little bit more now that
Okay.
there's nothing pressing.
Okay.
Making sure that her tutor is doing a good job. Of course.
Yes, the tutor is doing a fantastic job.
Okay, good. And then probably doing some studying stuff with Zymon. Just because 2 heads are better than 1 and we don't know what the fuck Orcus is up to.
Okay.
So I'd probably team up with him every once in a while. Talk to my basement cousin every day. Because I definitely remember. I'm gonna read those research notes we got from Spiel's lab because I totally remembered that. Gonna have my talk with Aya. I think that's everything.
Let's focus a little bit. Let's kind of focus on your listen based with Zymon instead of the research first. Go ahead and make an intelligence check at advantage.
Ooh. I rolled a 1 and a nat 20, so that's fun.
Nat 20.
Plus intelligence is 23.
23. So what level of spell do you highest level of spell slot do you know?
I think 5. Oh, this is not the right sheet. 5.
5. Go ahead and take a 4th level spell
Ooh.
under the wizard spell list
Ooh.
as some practice and some just kind of teaching kind of some of the stuff that he knows. And you don't, and that'll be known, and you don't have to prepare anything. So
Cool. Is that going to be charisma-based spellcasting or intelligence?
yeah, it'll just to make things easier. We'll just take your
Neat. Oh, I got a puppy.
Okay. And then as far as looking into Orcus, okay, with the help of Zymon, I don't know if you would really find anything a whole lot more than what you have, especially since Orcus is more. A lot of Orcus's history is very skewed because of how long ago it was that he was like banished to the Nine Hills.
What about anything about pocket dimensions?
That's a little bit more interesting. Typically, there is some sort of focus that would allow for something like that. So potentially either destroying that focus or finding out what it has a means of essentially, if they're there and you can break that focus or however they're teleporting, you can force them out. Other than that, I mean, without really knowledge of the plane that it exists in, you can't really get much past that.
Okay, cool.
As far as Spiel's notes, a lot of it is the ramblings of a madman. He was definitely insane. He was very untrusting and very, what's the word? Very spiteful too. And he was also very overconfident in his own abilities. Something that he had been working on was essentially the capability of controlling and communicating with anything, really. Beasts of any kind, humans. It's something that sparked his interest. He was a warlock. And he had made a pact with some entity that he never referenced by name. He just referenced it as the entity. He didn't. It had no name. But his research fell in line with essentially mind control in general, which in itself is somewhat capable with magic, but this was more of a science-based study, and also influenced by fiendish powers. As far as Wesley, Wesley was part of a larger experiment. There were several hundred animals, but was raided. But unfortunately, there was an accident during that raid, which destroyed pretty much everything. Many casualties. All the animals died except for one that he had found out later, when he saw the goblin with the rat at the party, and somehow noticed that they were communicating. Somehow. He persuaded to sneak near you guys one night and essentially use some of what he knows to essentially command Wesley to go to him. There was a check for Fessik to feel Wesley leaving, but unfortunately he didn't make it at the time. So that did happen. I just never expanded on it.
You monster.
And they essentially took an essence of his, like a system in his body surgically, and with that they were able to develop a prototype almost of some sort of means of doing this now, and they're planning on something bigger. But all this information was also shared with the Mooncloaks as well, as there was an interest there, and they had sent the paladin Kiri to oversee it. And that's pretty much all you get, because that exchange happened pretty close to when he died. So okay, anyone else want to go? We'll go back to your cousin next, probably. Loopy.
Okay.
I didn't have much planned at all, except short of, alright, I'm back. I didn't lose anything. It seems like everything went well. I learned about the library. Orcus is the big bad. And I'm not wearing the necklace anymore. I just have a giant scar in the middle of my chest. So, well, my memories being kind of fuzzy of what really happened. I'd say I just look down at my gear and think that, no, this isn't enough. This isn't enough. I have way more to do. So I would... We were at the Yawning Portal. What would be closer? Going back to Hollow or going to the Temple of Yadro?
Probably Hollow.
Okay, I'll stop there first.
Okay.
So there, probably would talk to Melchior, saying, hey, I need some good stuff. And he would probably give me crap about what have I been up to, where have I gone, what have I done.
Okay.
I don't really know if I would fill him in all that. I'd probably be avoidant a little bit, because I don't want anybody worrying about me at all whatsoever.
Go ahead and make a deception check.
Okay.
And roll Melchior's insight or wisdom.
Okay. Oh, oops.
I don't
Why
think
am I
you
at
can beat
advantage?
that.
So that'd be the 26. And his wisdom?
Mhm. Let's see what Celeste thinks, though. No. Because she definitely would be ragging on you, too.
Shit. I already forgot where the... Okay, NPCs. He's a merchant. There we are. And you said wisdom, correct?
Mm-hmm. Okay. You're able to lie a little bit out of what's really happened and what kind of went on. So there isn't a whole lot of distrust there.
So, well, look, I'm gotten myself into some money, and I need better gear. I need stuff that's where I'm going to go out adventuring, where I'm probably going to be fighting something bigger and badder, and I need to come out alive. So I want to see if he has any +1, maybe +2 armor. I doubt it, but who knows?
Not +2.
Okay.
Ooh, what kind of armor are you looking for?
I'm eyeing medium armor, maybe a breastplate.
Go ahead and roll a D100 for me.
Okay. D100.
A +2 longsword is a couple hundred, or a couple thousand. 15. All right. How much money do you got?
Yeah, I'm looking at that now. Maybe I overshot this. I have equivalent to 276 gold pieces.
All right. So probably I would say that being Melchior, he could probably loan it to you or sell it to you with interest.
Yeah, sounds like him.
But would sell you a breastplate that's +1,
Oh, okay.
and it also has one more effect. At the beginning of the day, you can choose a damage type and have resistance for it for that day.
Ooh, okay.
But you're gonna owe him about 1,000 gold pieces.
If I do things right, I'll pay him back.
Mhm.
Eventually. Somehow. Someday. Alright, so I pay him all the gold, all the plat I have?
Okay.
Okay. And I might as well just give him the studded leather armor I had, just for the trade value.
Mhm.
Yeah, just that. Because... Alright, because I have to, I might as well talk to my mother. Kind of explain what's going on, and where I've been, and what I'm going to face.
Okay. Okay, we'll do that. Real quick though, Candy. Lunch.
Sorry, I wasn't unmuting for some reason. Yeah.
It's fine. Something that I want you to consider, because we never really had an opportunity to.
Oh boy.
You still have that item that you guys got when you fought Ezor.
Let me look at my things. Hold on, please. Give me a
It should be at the top, or close to the top of the
Mark
journal.
of the Shadow Beast?
Yes,
Ah, yes.
because you had not shared that with everybody.
That
either.
is right. Oh man, I have it. Let me reread this real quick. I'm gonna look at that real
Okay.
quick. Oh my god. Ah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's the
What
do,
the
bud?
fuck?
So what do you want me to do?
I was just reminding you that you still have it.
Yeah. 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 I mean, I guess this is fine to workshop, right? I mean, I guess I should.
Uh-oh.
I've identified this, right? Like, that's why I did an
Yeah.
identify roll, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Do you want to share it with everybody?
I'll share it with everybody and have them weigh in on the consequences of whether or not I should know this.
Oh no.
It's like, do you want
Hold
to?
on.
Do you want a god in your party
Yes.
that also
Is it
can
a good
die?
See, like,
We
man,
can kill a god unintentionally.
Well, I mean, I would have to. It would be me doing it. It's nuts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hey, wait a second. I remember this.
Now,
Oh fuck
if
yeah, do
I be-
that shit, man.
If I become a shadow elemental,
Uh-huh.
is that like, am I still me?
No.
Or okay, I'm like, I'm an enemy
You
of the
ass-
party and I'm
you,
dead.
you do
Do
not
it.
have any when you turn into a shadow elemental, you have no control over what you're doing.
Okay,
You just
so
attack
basically-
the nearest person.
But okay, so then let me ask you
Do
this.
it.
So I if I try to remove it, I roll the D100, I don't make it, I become a shadow elemental. If they defeat the shadow elemental, do I then die
go
permanently?
unconscious.
Or do I go unconscious and then basically we just gotta rinse and repeat?
Okay, so if you're not a permanent one, so if
Yeah.
if the curse doesn't take into effect, you essentially go out of that form, revert
Okay.
back to yourself, and then drop to 0, and become unconscious. If you were to become a shadow elemental, you essentially lose your character because you can't play a shadow elemental.
Right. But I mean, if they defeat this shadow elemental, the shadow elemental is permanent. That's not. I don't change back to me after they knock me unconscious /
Not for the curse one. If you're
Uh,
cursed into it, you literally become a shadow elemental. It's a true polymorph.
Right. So
Do
okay.
it.
Okay. Oh
Do
man,
it.
we're only two. You said like two-ish levels away from. Now,
You don't even
if I
know.
Shush,
Don't
shush,
fucking
shush,
metagame, just do it.
Shh. No, I
Do
know,
it.
but me
Do
being
it.
knowing the things that I know. I mean,
Do
I don't
it.
have. I can put it on, but I don't have to use it, right? Like it's not like something that's got a ticker on it, right?
This
It's
is
only
what-
when I
this
use
is,
it.
This is the information that you have.
Oh man, God. Oh.
Remember, this is something that was worn by. What?
Right.
I have an idea. Lunch.
Nope.
Lunch.
No.
Nope, doesn't
You
matter.
g-
No.
listen.
Doesn't matter.
You gotta put it on one of your undeads, man.
How would they activate it?
Just
Oh
make
my
it.
God, I can command them to.
to.
I
Can they
my-
speak?
Oh, fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if the guy dies, and then he
Yeah,
turns
he's a
into
fucking
elemental,
shadow
no.
elemental. We kill it real quick. It's gone. You
Real
get
quick,
a new
yeah, real
zombie. You
quick.
put it on the fucking next one. Let's go.
Oh my god.
Do it.
I don't
We're
think zombies can
spawning
speak.
So I would just like to point out real
Do
quick
it.
that Desiree was silent at my father's wedding / funeral because
This isn't
there's
Desiree
undead.
though. This is
Right.
Loopy.
I'm glad that this dichotomy has come to pass. So okay, I'm gonna hold on to it. I think I am actually gonna put it on one of my boys. That does sound like a good idea to me. I have explained this, what it is, to the group. The group gave me some feedback. I thought that was a good idea. I think that's what I want to do.
Okay. Are you sure?
Oh man, see, when anyone says that,
Yay.
well, I'm gonna hold on to it.
Okay.
Final answer
All right.
for now.
Okay. I just wanted. I just wanted to remind you that you had that.
No, I appreciate
'cause-
that. I totally forgot. Yeah.
Do it.
I'm gonna put all this on my character.
But yes,
sheet, hold on a
Ezra was wearing this. You found it on his neck when you killed
second.
him.
Does this have a name? Is this like a real item, or is this homebrew?
This is homebrew.
Okay.
The Shadow Elemental is homebrew,
Okay. Gotcha.
but if you
Well-
do decide to wear it, I will give you access
The
to
name.
the block of the
Okay.
stat block for a shadow elemental.
Oh, do I get to attack him?
Yeah,
Okay, I'll have control. Oh,
whoever you're
man.
next to.
Oh,
If it's a party member, sorry.
oh, well, that's yeah.
Fucking do it.
Okay.
As the person who's most likely to be a target of this?
You're fucking fine. You can take half damage from everything. It's fine. Do it.
Wait, is Fessik asking if to wear it?
I'm not there. I can't make your decision for you. I'm not going to tell you what to do because I'm
Oh.
not there.
But I have it. I haven't put it on. I just have it. I'm gonna hang on to it. We're gonna mull this over a little bit more. But now that it's brought to my attention, it's on my mind.
That is a very, I would say that would be the equivalent to one of my own legendary items. So
It is super sweet, man. I can fly. God.
you also look like you get like this spectral kind of looking armor.
Oh man.
Look all sick.
Ugh. The necromancer in me is having a fit. He is having a fit. I'm gonna mute Loopy real quick. Hold on. Turn you down to 1%. Okay, cool. Now we're good. Everything's fine now. Continue.
Okay. We'll have that.
Let's see how this date with all goes.
I will say something that happens when you're talking to Melchior, Charlemagne, is someone had dropped off a letter for you.
Okay. Don't mind if I read this right now, do you? I'll just read it.
My
Wait.
dearest charade, it has felt like an eternity since you last graced me with your presence. Not a night has gone by without my memory conjuring up only a false representation of your visage, the details of which are slowly beginning to fade. I hope that, by receiving this letter, nay, this plea, that you will agree to a meeting to refresh the clarity of the image of you I hold so dear, and perhaps add some more detail to my imagining. I await your response. There is much conversation to be had yet. Hopelessly yours, Violetta Lovemore.
Old man, is this a joke? Are you... Somebody delivered this letter to the wrong address. Do you know a charade? Melchior?
You're Melchior.
Fuck if I know. Hold on, let me see if one of the boys, maybe, oh shoot.
I think Melchior would
Roma!
know. I think Melchior would know Charade's nickname.
Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. I'm just having fun with myself. Don't mind me, I'm just playing with myself. Anyway,
Ugh.
I got a snort out of that somewhere. I was like,
There were
wow,
rules tonight.
sorry. Well, it's for you, isn't it, boy? It's your name, isn't it? Your show name, your charade. No, that's a silly name. Why would anybody? Look. All right, you don't have to tell me everything. I can already tell you're withholding something. You're going through your rebellious stage. It's all right. I'm a grown old man. I can handle it. You don't have to tell me. All right, fine. All right. Well, at least. Violet Lovemore. I think I remember. Oh, okay. I'll hold on to the letter. If nothing else, maybe I can return it, and we could just see who it's sent to. Okay? We'll just return to sender. All right, fine. You handle your business however you want to. However, better speak to your mother, though. Can't keep hiding from her forever, boy. Not hiding from her. I just need to sort things out. I need to have a plan. You seem kind of off. I mean, earlier you looked like a different color, but now, what are you this? I need a plan. You're talking like a man now. Everything going okay in your mind? Just fine. Why? Do I seem different? It's probably a conversation you should have with your mother. Make sure you keep that armor on. And I want it back. That's my money. All right. So I'm gonna go see my mother.
Okay.
I got a letter. Oh dear.
Melchior just got you with it, your mom.
Wait, hold on. Halves of brains are fighting against each other.
Something that you do notice is when you start reading the letter, there was a small little presence that decided to land on your shoulder and also read it to you.
Oh.
I think I know who that is.
The charade it's mentioned? Or...
Oh, that's you.
Why are you again?
Oh, you call yourself that.
I call myself Sean.
I always thought it was a pretty ridiculous name, honestly, but
It is a ridiculous
kind
name.
of yeah. But you were the one that named yourself that.
I named...
At least that's how you always referred to yourself as that.
This is so confusing.
Well, I'm glad you grew up.
All right. I know better than to fight with you. Yeah, let's go speak
But
to my
are
mother.
you gonna reply to this letter?
Oh, I'm gonna do more than reply. I have to return it to sender.
Well, are you gonna
Obviously
write
it's-
back? Here, let me do it. And she kind of flies down and takes the paper out of your hand.
You're gonna let me proofread that, aren't you?
No.
Please?
There's no response.
I will find you.
Daddy.
All right. All right. Well, on to mother, while keeping Celeste in the back of my mind. See if I can find her.
As you approach the door, you hear this, not the familiar sound. You hear the sound of music playing.
Hmm.
It's beautiful. It's nice.
It is nice.
As far as that, there's nothing.
There's nothing in the room.
No, there isn't any other emotion, any feeling that you get from the music. It's just
Oh, I
nice.
see. I'll knock on the door.
Come in.
Open the door. Hi, Ma.
Immediately, there's kind of like she's kind of there with her violin. It seemed like she's in very casual attire. It seems that she's just practicing. Immediately, like as soon as she sees you, she kind of puts the violin down on bed and immediately runs up to you and gives you a big ol' hug.
Oh no, I'm.
It's been so long. I was worried about you.
And it's been a long time. I've been working.
She kind of pushes you back a little bit and fixes. You're looking kind of rough these days, and she's kind of fixing your hair and stuff like that.
Well, you know how it is.
She
hunt,
like
on
licks the
market.
thumb and like scrapes some dirt off your cheek and.
Mom, it's fine. I washed. Sure, I washed. Yes, I washed.
Oh, you're taking care of yourself, right?
Yes, of course. Yeah, I'm taking care of myself, taking care of others. Marketplace is never the same. Always have to find a deal, always a new hunt, and more or less trying to keep myself out of trouble.
Oh. Like I said, I've been worried.
I'm sorry for that, and I owe it to you. I've been kept up in work, and
Wow.
I figured I'd come by and at least sit down and explain to you what's been going on, what I've been going through, and some other things that may happen. I feel like you ought to know.
Well, like what? I mean, I'm fully aware of what you all are trying to do, and like I said, I'm very proud of you. It worries me, and Zaimon always assures that you all will be safe, but I just worry.
Yeah. Well, I wish life were as simple as your music. Well, your music's not simple. It sounds really nice. But I'll sit her down.
You've heard that song before.
Oh, yeah, I've heard.
I used to play it too when you were a kid. When you were little.
Oh, of course. I remember hearing the song.
No, you don't.
I don't remember hearing the song?
You do not.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Yeah, it's the one with and I'm just BSing now.
Okay, make a deception check. And your mom totally has advantage on reading you, so.
So I'm just gonna do a normal roll then.
Okay. Fuck. God damn it. You're rolling really good lately.
We shall see.
She noticed there's something off, but she believes you. She thinks maybe it's just been a while.
It's the one that goes da 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 da.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, if it's any news, your color is back a little bit. That's always good to see.
Yeah, about that. You may want to sit down. So,
Okay.
if she saw me last when I was churning, I'll explain to her that, hey, lo and behold, I guess we found out I was churning. I'm not, as you can see me physically. I show her the scar. I show her the scar on my chest. I show her the, oh god, what else have I been through? I think I'll just go with that one for now. Just the scar on my chest.
I mean, but you're okay, right?
I'm alive. I'm alive now.
Yes, I can't really. Again, I'm worried, but I guess I can't really. I mean, back when we were younger, we definitely got into a lot of messes. Me, Daimon, your father, our other friend.
Other friend?
Right. It's fine. Make a history check to remember, because you've been told this before.
Okay.
I don't remember what I named him though. 11. It's fuzzy. You recall them? The original 4 people that stopped the Zentarum. Were your mom, your dad, Zymon, and then it was a tiefling barbarian. I just forgot what I named him. Give me a sec. Let me see if I have it written down somewhere. I might have to give him a new name.
Steve.
It isn't Steve. It was a vanity name.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Tieflings.
I don't have it.
I
just
brought it
know
up
he
at
is purple.
He could
He's
have
a
been
purple. He's a purple tiefling. So I had written it down somewhere. Put it.
You can come back to it.
Yeah. I'll look into it. That's something that I'm gonna have to do. But there was vaguely recall that it was a member of the party that was killed by your father when he kind of went sour when he turned evil.
Okay.
But the story kind of goes that when that happened, they already had fought off a bunch of Zentarum people, and unfortunately Zymon had to leave with your mother, and leaving the dead body of the tiefling and your father. But again, it was seen as a success and are considered heroes of the city. At least back then.
Visualizing this, I'm imagining them going on the adventures and what other dangers they fought, and then also hearing about this tiefling barbarian dying does make me think of Curie, who just disappeared. So I want to talk to her about. One, I want to ask her if she happens to know anything about moon cloaks, or what was the something of the blood, something. What the moon cloaks are really called?
The followers of the Blood Lord.
Yeah, I wonder if she knows anything about that.
Her knowledge is limited, as it's Simon who kind of is the one that really pushes that, is researching into that and looking into it with Desiree.
I want to tell her about that we've come across. That was probably the first job where I started taking risky adventures. Where after speaking with the blacksmith, we ended up going down this road, and here we are today. I wanted to tell her that I was churning, as I already explained, and then after we came back, our friend Curie was not from this dimension. We ended up in a place called the library. And while I'm explaining, I'm also looking on her face for any hints of, does any of this look familiar? Any of this sound familiar?
This is all news to her. Or make an insight check, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, even with her roll, she's not really. She's listening, but there's definitely not a familiarity that you see in her eyes.
And that we made it back, and I'm finding myself in a different position now where, if anything, I don't know how proud it would make her or how fearful it would make her, but I may be in the same position where now we're in a situation where we need to save this town. And also explain to her how I'm looking beyond the horizon where, if I can do it this way, maybe I could save other towns too. Not just other places, but other water deeps.
She's kind of listening, and her eyes are getting a little bit teary with your insight check. You're saying that she's not sad, but it's more of like a happy kind of cry. She generally has a feeling of proudness almost. I always knew that. Good kid. But I think there's a lot going on, and I know that things aren't the way that they used to be. I mean, I haven't even worked in several weeks, and it's hard. I mean, I haven't been home in over a month, but I think, again, I'm terrified. I don't want to lose you. I already lost your father, but I know that you're trying your best and you have good intention. Just remember who you are, where you come from.
I won't forget. I'm still your Charlotte, your Charles. As far as father, we went down to Skullport, and I feel like the Raven Queen told me he's still alive. He's still out there. If he's tangled up in this mess, maybe I can get him out.
It's so long, but look in his eyes when all of that happened. It wasn't him. I know that. I knew him really well. That wasn't him.
If it's not him, I'll find a way to make all this stop.
She kind of like brings you in closer for a hug and kisses your forehead.
So, I couldn't cut it as a merchant or as a hunter. Became a bit of an odd jobsman, and here I am, the man you'll see before you today. If nothing else, I want to say thank you for at least putting up with me.
She just kind of laughs at that.
father mention anything special about his bloodline? There's some things I can do that I didn't expect I could do. And I'll... let me see here. Yeah, why not? For fun. I'll do the levitate and I'll just hover for a second.
Well, I mean, your father was from Skullport. He had every intention of leaving. He said it wasn't a very supportive place. But his people definitely have some innate abilities, though I don't think he ever did that. Impressive.
I wonder if maybe he has more secrets inside him.
Maybe. He didn't withhold anything from me, but there's definitely... He was hesitant to talk about his upbringing just because it was supposedly traumatic. But he had been up here for quite a while, and that's when we met.
Like father, like son. I can't imagine him anything like me, at least not yet.
You're a lot like him.
Maybe I have a chance of bringing him out of this funk then.
Maybe.
Alright.
It's been 10, 20 years at this point. I'm sure Zymonn would be more than happy to have him back. They were both friends. Known each other for a long time.
I'll tell him what I shared with you. Maybe he knows more, or maybe he has a way... Well, if not to bring him back, there are pressing matters. We can figure something out. So much so that even the old cat out there, he saw fit to give me something like this. I needed something.
You look very handsome.
Thank you.
Clean up a bit too.
I'll be fine. I mean, all right. I'll clean up. I'll wash, but I don't need to look that good. It's not like I'm performing in front of anybody.
I will say with that, kind of end the conversation there. As far as eventually you probably find Celeste and wrote a ridiculous love letter, very mushy. Very, very mushy. And she flies over to you and, well, I think I did a good job.
Will she let me read it before?
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm just saying you seem like you don't have very many friends. And I think... Well, I'm honestly, I'm surprised that someone actually took interest. But either way, I believe that I think you need it.
You know what? I'm going to deliver this letter. Wholeheartedly.
I can go with you though, right?
If you must. If you want proof that I've delivered it.
Kane would be okay with that.
Yeah. Where has he been? Is he upstairs?
He likes to brood upstairs, yeah. Though he probably heard me say that. He's probably going to be a little mad.
Yeah. He's a big boy. He can put up with it when you get back. Here, I'll tell you about all our adventures too. Who knows, maybe Kane has seen something up there.
Alright, so I'm assuming you're going to deliver the mushy letter?
Mushy letter, unedited, uncensored.
Okay, well, we're gonna come... we're gonna come back to that.
Only one last thing I do want to say before I leave, though.
Uh-huh.
So, Melchior would have to go to see Bertrada. Say pretty much how he explained, like, yeah, he gave me the breastplate. They said if you ever want to see what that boy's up to, if you're that worried, that's my magic on that breastplate. I can scry on him for you if you want. There's no point in leaving him out there by himself. We both got eyes on him. It's pretty much a milky word. In his milky voice, of course, for shits and giggles.
Okay. All right, everybody. Anyone else would like to do anything? You have plenty of time to do things. Nothing's off the table, I'll tell you if you can or cannot.
While the spell is active and I can actually talk to Wesley, I would like to improve our tricks as we can communicate again.
Alright, go ahead and make an animal handling check at advantage.
I don't have a bonus, I have a detriment. 17.
17's pretty good. What are you trying to teach him?
Well, I'm trying to teach him that when I make a certain hand motion to run over to whichever party member I'm pointing at and steal something off of them back.
You bitch.
Yeah, I think that's something you could, especially over the course of this time, you get that down pretty spot on, and he's pretty good at pickpocketing. You practice on a couple random people in the streets.
Perfect.
Did you have intention to do this?
Nothing yet.
Okay. Yes, he knows this trick now.
Perfect.
Of course, it's limited by his size, so remember
Yes.
that.
Beautiful.
All right. Anything else? If not, I'm curious where I'm curious where this charade V thing is going to lead to, so I'm going to let that happen.
Good.
Where are they supposed to go?
Very fancy place.
Tacos Den.
Like I think you've met at a really fancy restaurant before,
Yeah.
where you took the job for the.
Oh, that job when she got really drunk and I cured her and she was like, I'm not even helping you guys. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, it's a good place.
Oh, God.
Alright.
Memories. Or lack thereof.
All right. I'll say that there was. I mean, the thought of it wasn't immediate. But I'm sure you could get like a carrier to send it back. And probably the next day, with Celeste on your shoulder, invisible, you head towards this establishment that you were told to meet at. Very luxurious. Like I said, you've been here before. It was supposed to be a party, but things definitely transpired that evening.
Oh, it was still a party.
But I guess V already there, and Charade magically walks through those doors.
Yes, I am already there. Dressed extremely nicely. Very fancy dress. Hair done up. Super nice. I got money. And I will stand up and wave you over. And once you get close enough, I'm gonna hug you real tight.
Hi. Was that letter intended for me? V?
Who else would it be for? Of course it's for you.
Oh, it's nice to see you. Shall we sit down?
I'll pull out his chair. and then take my seat.
Sure. Okay, I was gonna pull... fine.
You hear a whisper in your ear, Charlemagne. Remember to give her the letter.
Oh, I will.
Do I hear her at all?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Do. That was not the right dice, but it's fine. 19.
That beats hers. Yes, you do hear a very slight whisper.
Okay, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just
Okay.
gonna store that away.
Uh-huh.
Get us some drinks. It's gonna be real nice.
Oh, I remember how this last went. I think I'll slow down this time.
Well, that's not very fun. We're not
Well-
doing business after this, after all. 1 or 2's not gonna kill you.
At least I need to get that clear. This letter was sent to where I was. Doesn't have my name, but last time I remember you being this nice, you did have a job for us.
Well, this one's not about business. I just missed you. And don't you still go by Charade, or have you changed up the thief name?
Charade. Why does everyone keep calling me that?
That's what you went by. It's very cool, by the way. I really appreciated it.
It's not cool at all.
I agree, it's not that cool at all.
It's the coolest.
Wait, what? Other shoulder? I may as well be honest with you. I'm not here alone. I do have one of my acquaintances, friend.
Hold
oh,
on.
I know.
Hold
We've
on.
met.
Hold on.
Holding.
How dare you? Make a con save. Damn it. You feel a small prick in your cheek. And unfortunately you do not fall asleep.
I know where she's sitting, right?
Yeah.
Might as well waste this.
Oh no!
That was uncalled for.
Hey.
Just removing the invisibility, that's it.
Dispelling her in general.
Come on.
Back to the Fae with you.
I'll just do a little wave at her.
She has her hand in her head in her hand, and she just waves back annoyed with an annoyed look on her face.
Just like holding my cheek. Well, that wasn't cold. She wanted to come by along, because seeing how upset she is, I wanted to return your letter. As silly as it seems. Here you go. If you'd like to read that in private, I might as well sit there and wait for V to read Celeste's letter.
I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna look at Celeste.
She still has her head in her hand, but she's kind of looking over, kind of expectantly.
I'll open it. I'll read it.
It's
Is
awful.
it really mushy?
It's stupid mushy.
And when V's not looking at me, I'm gonna look at Celeste, and I meant every word I wrote. Didn't I, Celeste?
She just nods her head.
There, did my part.
I mean, it's very romantic. I don't think it's entirely necessary since I summoned you for dinner, and here we are having dinner, but thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just tuck it into the dress. No pockets.
No pockets. Oh, I get it. Well, I'm here.
How have things been with you? It's been so long. We found Shriek, we fought together. We spent so much time together. Wonderful memories.
Yes.
We haven't heard
Memories.
from you in a while. Well, besides the,
Yeah. Well, things have been really been that great. Actually, considering things, I might as well share the information with you too. Hold on, you might want to take a drink, and I'll take a drink too.
Yeah, I'll drink it.
So, we believe that there's a great calamity that might be affecting Waterdeep.
What are you talking about? We called off the wedding.
Oh, good point, I think. But, no, something else. Another possibly eligible bachelor might be trying to come for your hand, but for hand. Have you ever heard of a being called Orcus?
Have I?
Probably not.
Even though I'm really smart.
Make an intelligence check.
Keep rolling the wrong fucking dice. 13.
You don't know.
On a scale of 1 to 10, hot?
Is 10 hot?
Of course.
He's from the realm of hellfire, so 4? That's being generous.
I'm just gonna kinda tilt my head and squint my eyes a little bit.
He's a
I mean, there's
demon.
lots of beings from hell that are very attractive. I don't understand why you're being so close-minded.
I don't want to
Have
divulge
you
on that.
seen the tieflings in this city? Ooh.
My mind flashes to awe. Yeah, they are kind of an eccentric sort, aren't they?
Yes, but I think I have my eye on something else equally attractive and perhaps a little more eccentric.
You mean a job? Are we stealing something?
Not a job. No. Well, stealing maybe. It's more of a metaphorical sort of deal.
Alright. Steal.
I'm just gonna lean over the table and smooch my mouth.
Virginity.
You hear like a holy shit.
Sitting there dumbfounded. 3 seconds pass. I'm turning on detect magic. It's like maybe it was divination spell she cast up. Do I detect anything?
No.
No
Well,
messages.
Actually, Doodle. Yes, he does.
What is he
Oh shit!
detect?
Hold on a second.
It's a gun.
I planned this all out. Illusion.
Oh no. And I already wasted my dispel. Oh no.
You understand what I mean when I say metaphorical now, yes?
What do I see?
The entire dress and the fancy look is totally an illusion. She's wearing her normal loose shirt and tight pants. And it's just glamored to look fancy.
The one time I'm glad to be the Cyclops. Alright. Are you comfortable like that, or would you prefer to go somewhere more comfortable?
I don't understand what you mean. I'm comfortable with this. Are you comfortable with this? You don't have to be, but
I don't think he's comfortable with it.
I'm
don't think
He's
so
kind of a
either.
loser.
I didn't ask for your opinion, Celeste.
Well, you sure as hell need it.
I'm just gonna smile quietly to myself as I take a drink.
Well, I didn't detect any message. And then, like, the puzzle pieces start going together. Wait, I did get a message. What was that for? That's honestly my question. What was that for?
The letter that I wrote you?
No, the kiss. What was that for?
What do you mean, what was it for?
He's kind of an idiot.
I invited you out to a very fancy dinner. Romantic candlelight, very attractive looks as always, per usual. One might say something along the date variety.
Oh,
What did you think the letter was for? I thought it was very obvious.
You also did write that note back.
You did also write the note back.
Oh my god. Make a wisdom save.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a minute to process everything in character. Wisdom save.
Uh-huh.
Wisdom right there.
Damn it. Celeste tries to cast a spell on you again. She kind of gets even more frustrated. I hate this.
All right. Well, you know what? I guess I'll just take it for what it is. I'll just relax and enjoy myself. Thank you.
Great. Glad we're on the same page now.
Yeah.
Do you want to get the check now, or are we still testing the waters here, or what's happening?
Well, you know what? We have time to kill, I think. Oh, I shouldn't say it like that. Sure. Would you like to stay here? Shall we do another venue? Check. Oh dear. I started looking through my coin pouch.
You lost all of it?
All my money!
It's fine, I reach into my dress, I pull out a very small and very fancy coin pouch, and I'll leave money on the table, and I'll get up, and I'll scoop Charade up by the arm, and we'll leave and start strolling.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll, drop some coins out. I'll drop like 3 silver on the table.
God. Oh, you're helpless.
This doesn't usually happen. I almost don't know if I'm looking at either Celeste or V. This doesn't usually happen.
She whispers. She whispers in your. I thought you liked that other girl.
I do. Maybe we're just friends.
Just don't know friends work.
No. You keep stabbing me.
Oh, if I didn't know that there was somebody on your shoulder, I would think you were talking to yourself like a crazy person.
He used to talk to himself all the time.
That I do believe.
Let's continue. On to the next venue, please.
Okay. Alright. So I guess you guys have a lovely evening. All night you're getting constant berating from Celeste, who doesn't leave.
Oh no, I did this to myself.
But you have a fun night. Any parting words?
I had a lovely time. Actually, pretty nice. Just take some time to enjoy the sights. It's funny when you get to look at the city and not feel like you're without, but there's so much here that you just want to take care of.
Sometimes. It's kind of a burden, though, being the face that people look to for support, comfort, money.
That's true.
That sort of thing. Celebrity lifestyle isn't as glamorous as everyone makes it out to be, unfortunately.
But if you had that money, if you had that kind of changes you make, I know so many people without. If only they had enough to get by, then they could just enjoy their life.
Kiss her back.
I mean, I have money. That doesn't mean I can do anything with it. There's a reason why I'm with it. And I'll do the thumb across the throat. Symbol of thieves can't thievery.
Which I totally get. Oh,
You know, I did have a very nice time. You are wonderfully awkward. I can see what Shira sees in you now.
is she okay?
The Princess of Power?
Sigh.
Yes.
Roll my eyes. I mean, she's fine when she's not talking about you all the time. Oh my god. Constantly, all the time. It's ridiculous. Just shut up already. Who wants to hear somebody ramble about some person for hours at a time? Oh my god.
To be fair, I wasn't my best day in picking locks. She didn't complain.
It's not even complaining. I think she might like you, but she just... I said hi to her the other day, and she didn't even acknowledge me. I know it's because she was thinking about you. I know it.
Would you like me to talk to her?
No.
Oh, okay. I won't. I'm just glad she's okay. Last time we all saw each other. Kerfuffle, shriek, doghead.
She's fine, thanks to me, as always. Actually, we are looking for him. We all need to have a chat at some later date, but tonight is not business.
No, not tonight. But we should make an appointment. Another time. Charlemagne. If you address it to Charlemagne, which is my current title, I should get your letter.
I think that name sucks too.
Seems a little pretentious, but to each their own.
Can I call you Charlie?
Only until you poke me or you try to turn me into something. The moment you do, no.
Make a wisdom save.
Fuck.
That didn't last very long.
Damn it!
Did you just try to catch something right now? I didn't even have to look
It's
at
just,
you.
they're silent. They're silent. She's not even looking at you.
I don't have to look at you. I already know it was you. I'm just gonna throw this up there for the. Oh, it
Makes the
doesn't say.
little moves her hand like she's mimicking her talk.
My passive perception is 20. I was trying to throw that up, so I'm sure I see that. Alright, well, I will take your greetings. Have any for everyone else? I can schedule a time. We could all meet, discuss.
Yes, sir.
Hear from one of us soon. Not quite sure when. Maybe once we have some more information about where Dogface ran off to, but
He might
we'll
be
keep you in mind and in heart.
Alright,
I will be thinking about you.
thank you. Again, really, thank you. Good night. I'll take her hand, kiss her hand, and drop it in and wave awkwardly, because that's all I know about etiquette.
Just gonna sigh. Gotta do this the hard way then. Charlotte always has to do everything. I'll smooch him again and then I'll leave.
Charlie,
Yes? So
you and I are gonna have a talk.
And to end the night, can we like pan up into the stars, so shooting here,
Yes.
Mr. Garrett going,
Okay, let's take a little bit of a break there. All right, so you find Candy, you find yourself eventually, in your drunken stupor,
Yes.
eventually you do receive a letter back. It took a little while, but you receive it back. That he'd be more than happy to partake in whatever you had planned.
A lovely afternoon at the park. I just want to go on a nice, easygoing. It's a first sort of date thing. We're not even calling it a date. We're calling it a D&D Waterdeep equivalent of a coffee that can turn into an afternoon. So, but instead of a coffee, there will be a picnic that I've planned and laid out ahead of time. That I had my little peeps set up. Now I will have packed the picnic basket, so I know what's in it. But I'll have had that prepped beforehand and sent out and placed in an area. And so if the date goes well, that's where I will be driving us towards. So that's my plan.
Okay. Eventually the day comes. You dress up as much as you would like.
Mm-hmm. It's a medium classy, no ties, but.
This is all we're talking about.
Yeah, but we're also going to the park. Well, I mean, it's fancy. It's like I'm a noble. I'm a noble.
All right.
I'm wearing as lovely an outfit as one would for an afternoon stroll.
Of course.
At the caliber of which would be candy and awe.
All right. You go. You find the location that you were there, and there, standing, waiting for you, is Awe in a very fancy suit. Like silky, like a silky kind of sparkly gray with like gold inlays decorated throughout. Very flamboyant.
Very colorful, is what you're saying?
Very colorful.
Awesome. I am in a blue and yellow suit. Like and a flowy semi-transparent white cloak.
Semi-transparent?
Yeah, so you can kind of see through it. It's given a magical ethereal glow as I walk in the sunlight, as I dismount out of the carriage that I'm obviously stepping out of.
Okay.
So, are there people around here? Is this like a secluded park, or is this like?
Was it a secluded park?
I mean, it's just like a park, so I don't know how you're handling like.
There are like some people there.
It's a nice place to go take a walk.
Yeah, there's some families, there's some kids running around.
Cool. So, I would greet myself or to him with like bowing myself, like give him a little flourish, like take my hat off.
I don't think a hat would really do well with that outfit. It's fine.
You're absolutely right, and I sling it into the okay,
sorry,
like
just
a
joke.
No, you're quite right.
I was surprised. I thought I was gonna have to make the first move.
Well, I thought I read the signals correctly at your store not so long ago. Did I misread things?
No.
Well then.
Regardless, more than happy to look. I was looking forward to whatever we're planning on doing.
Excellent. Well, I thought we could walk, talk, chat a little bit, get to know each other a little better outside of the confines of business arrangements. And I kind of stepped next to him, headed towards the direction of whatever trail would be where we're going to walk down, and I'd put my arm out like to offer it.
Such a gentleman. Takes your hand.
You expect anything less?
No, I would hope not.
Noble gentleman.
I did hear about that. I do apologize. My condolences here. late father.
No, I appreciate that. Has like a, a moment of reflection over his face, and doesn't tear up or anything, but he kind of like, starts to shake his head and remember that the things that he found about his father, and it kind of instills him with confidence, and he says, if this walk that we're taking transpired prior to my father's death and the things that I found out in the few days before, I don't know if I'd be as open as I am. And I might not even have the confidence to ask you. See, it turns out that my father and I had a lot more in common than I thought.
Well, like father, like son.
In more ways than I knew. And he smiles and he kind of, So, is there anything you want to know about me that you don't?
Well, I'm curious. What are the plans for Candy now that you've taken over as right? I am aware that you took over your family's estate.
Oh yes. Well, immediately, obviously transfer of power for the Candy Corporation. I gotta oversee things, put people in place that were already there, so not a whole lot changes. I do want to make some adjustments long term. I don't see Candy Corporation staying as big as it is right now. I kind of think it's time for us to downgrade our operation, split it apart, make it a little more manageable, put people that empower some people. Got my eyes on a few potentials, but I gotta approach them.
Well, I can respect that.
And then hopefully I'll be able to, once that's all secure, and I can rest easy that Waterdeep is safe and sound from evil and harm, and done the most good that I possibly can, and maybe retire.
Your group has been up to quite a bit, from what I'm aware.
Yeah, we've been through a lot.
That's what I've been hearing, and obviously from Desiree and some of your other friends that have come to visit. You guys are excellent customers, by the way. I do appreciate the business.
Oh, well, only the finest for my friends.
Well, you won't find anything finer than my clothes.
That's the only place I shop.
Though, it worries me. Desiree definitely has a side to her that's a little bit, can be careless, I guess you could say.
Continue. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
But I feel like you all are doing great things, and like I said, I'm very appreciative, as of course that if anything was to go wrong, then my own establishment suffer probably, but
I don't foresee anything like
But
that happening.
but of course I also hope that you all are taking care of each other. I do consider you all friends.
Well, I
Maybe
quite
some
like to
more
hear
than
that.
others, but
Yeah, I kind of blush a little bit, clear his throat. Well,
you don't have to be nervous.
oh, I'm not nervous. I'm actually quite liberated. It feels good to breathe the free air. It feels different. Not trying to hide who I am.
That's good. Now, what about you? Do you have any questions for me? Was there something that you desire to know?
Well, what's Oz plans for the future? You looking to expand? You gonna stay in Waterdeep? You got any
Great
special projects on the side?
As far as projects go, I wouldn't say so, but I do have high hopes for what I can accomplish here. Though I do feel that what I have accomplished is Maybe enough. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to come to terms with my success, I guess you could say. Of course, I'm very good at what I do, but it wasn't always like that. But I am. It was a little bit more sudden when all this started happening.
So you kind of just live to deal with your own success in the moment.
Right.
I can understand that. Things change so quickly.
They really do.
If you don't stop to take in the sights and smell the roses, you might just miss the most important parts of your life. And what are your family? Are they still around? Are they?
Oh, well, I left a lot of my past back in Neverwinter.
Oh, I see. I didn't know you were from Neverwinter. I've never had the pleasure.
Well, no one's ever asked.
Well, that's all right. I haven't heard good or bad things.
I mean, let's just say that it's not something I like to bring up.
Well, I don't mean to press you on that. That's absolutely understandable. So, change the subject. Have you thought about your legacy? Who you might leave this empire of yours that's building behind? Like, who? You have plans for family?
Well, there's always room for family, I would like to say. Of course, I haven't met anybody yet. I haven't really made plans yet, of course.
Of course. Well, I've only recently begun thinking of it myself, so I just thought it'd be cordial to ask you. See if things align, you know. I like to take things slow, but people I like to keep around, I like to make sure they're like-minded, if you know what I mean.
Understandable, especially with noble blood. There's always a little bit of an expectation, I would say. But I think you're different, and that's kind of why I wanted to spend a little bit more time.
Oh, well, you surely make me blush.
Well, of course.
Well, I think this is going very well. How about you?
It's pleasant.
Pleasant. Well, let's see if we can make this amazing. And he he kind of pulls him to the right, and they go down a little smaller trail.
Uh-huh.
I do have a bit of a surprise for you. I hope you're hungry. I don't know what your dietary needs are, but I thought it might be nice to have a little picnic. And as he turns the corner, there's a little clearing, and there's a little blanket out on the ground, and there's a picnic basket. You can see two glasses, little champagne flutes, like jutting out, and then like a bottle of some sort, and then pretty standard, like a loaf of bread. Some basic essentials for a nice little picnic in the park.
Well, you certainly had a lot planned, didn't you?
Well, I thought I'd make things special if all went well. Feel free to sit. I'll unload things.
And he takes a seat.
First he starts with the champagne. He pours a glass for him and hands it to him.
No, for me, it's fine.
Oh, but yes, and then also for awe. Hands to JT, and then hands to awe, and then he pours himself one as he places the cork back in, and then starts to pull the sandwiches that are wrapped and places them in front of each other on like a little plate that it came with, and here's the brighter futures, and he kind of goes to cheers the glasses.
Brighter futures and great success. And he does the cheer.
Brighter futures and success, and takes a swig. I like the sound of that. He looks up at the sun.
And is this what your evening entailed?
Yeah.
Is this your plan?
Yeah, this is kind of. Oh, are you talking to me as
Yeah.
character? Or are you talking?
Out of character.
Okay, yeah. So basically, like, it was a picnic. Just kind of talk back and forth. He wasn't gonna try to make any physical moves or anything. He was trying to make him comfortable and see if the chemistry was there. And then
He's definitely not. He's a very opulent person and very forthright, but he is. You're kind of picking up from him, but he is kind of. Again, he doesn't know you that well.
sure. Yeah. First date.
Yeah. So there definitely wasn't like an expectation for like too much. But go ahead and roll an insight check for me.
Okay. Oh, I put my insight. Yeah. Oh boy.
Man, I'm rolling like shit today. Good thing there's nothing exciting happening.
Well, that's nice. Let's kick it up a notch, shall we? Candy reaches into kiss.
You're getting the idea that he's having fun. He's enjoying himself.
I mean, it's really, I think Candy's. Well, let's roleplay that. I'd say this date is going well so far. It's actually my first date.
Well, I'll hand it to you. It's quite impressive. I don't think anyone's ever taken me to the park before. It's kind of cute.
A man of many means, but I don't want to show off the things that everyone knows I have. I want to get to know somebody first,
There it is. I knew there was a good reason why I took interest in you.
Well.
Not as prideful.
No, I thought my father was that way for so long, and I realized that that's not him at all. Few of us ever really get to know anyone without spending enough quality time. So this is important.
Well, I mean, if you ever want to spend more quality time, I'd be more than happy to.
Candy turns away and he blushes really hard and he like holds back some vocal yes and kind of like grunts to it. Looks back and says, I would absolutely love that.
Fantastic. And maybe let me take you somewhere next time. That
I would
not to say that this wasn't a lovely evening, but
no, absolutely that
I guess
I would love that quite well.
But be a little bit more to show you who I am as a person.
I can't wait.
Of course, I can't always be in my shop or designing clothing, but I do feel as though that I do have a work for Sod.
Of course. There's a piece of me that I hide from all. I'd like to share that with somebody someday.
Well, hopefully in time that could happen. He gives you a kiss on the cheek.
Oh. Well. Aren't you full of surprises too? Pours another glass of champagne for the road. It's probably getting towards the end
road
at that
champagne.
point. Well, and then
Woo!
you mind if I give you a lift home?
And how would you do that?
Damn it, what's my strength?
Oz isn't a heavy fellow.
I'm gonna take a chance. And I'm gonna try to pick him up.
All right,
Like
me.
thresholdy style. Wait, that's not a guidance thing I can do. That's just.
It would be an athletics check to see how far you could get with holding him.
Well, I'm just like trying
So
to
you
pick him
could
up, not
guidance
move.
that technically.
Okay, I'll guidance. Okay, you said athletics?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 11.
He's a little struggling there,
All
but
right, well-
he's not super heavy.
He gets the gist of what I'm attempting to do. And then I realize that this is a bad idea.
How about you just walk with me instead? And he holds out his hand.
Yeah. yeah. And he gets real awkward. Like, damn it was going so well. Shake it off, move forward. Like,
Okay.
well, what I meant was my carriage is at the end of the trail, so just being funny. I say a little prayer to Aya. Please don't make me. Don't let this fuck this up. Please go.
You have it for the first time since you devoted yourself to her. You feel a sense of warmth.
Like, yes.
But
Yeah.
I would say that your evening was great.
Success.
Mm-hmm.
And right before when I drop all off at where we take him in with his shop or his house or if it's
His house is part of the
Okay.
shop.
okay. I say, one last question,
Of course.
and you don't have to answer right now, but think about it. What is your favorite Candy's candy? And he shuts the carriage, and they move along to Candy.
You just kind of hear a chuckle as you drive away. All right.
Success.
Success. All right. Do we have anything else we would like to do? Remember, it's a month, guys.
Okay, how long did it take me to train Wesley how to pickpocket?
That one probably took a little bit longer, so probably like a couple weeks,
So,
along with your studying and stuff like that.
while I'm on escort duty,
Mm-hmm.
can I have Wesley, like, steal gold from people that aren't really paying attention?
Sure. Go ahead and make a couple sleight of hand checks for Wesley, which I don't think he. What's his dexterity?
Sleight of paw.
His dex is +0.
Go ahead and roll a few sleight of hand checks.
That's a 12,
Okay.
and a 12,
Okay.
and a 13.
I would say you could probably pickpocket a. There's a couple close calls. A couple times he does get kicked. But I would say that you end up with. Roll a d100 for me, please.
Okay. $56.
56. I will say that you eventually end up with about, we'll say, 200 gold.
Sick.
And a small pearl. That's real shiny.
Very shiny, small pearl. Okay. Sick.
Mhm.
I still have 38 love letters from Daddy Candy, by the way. I don't know what to do with them, but I have them all.
They're tiny holes chewed into them by rat.
Well, I mean, they're in the bag of holding, so they're safe for endeavor. Yes.
All right. As far as Desiree and your cousin, she actually, after your initial like talking, she went go silent quite a bit. Like she'll kind of, Yara would probably, being as nice as Yara is, like when you're there sometimes, she does have like some small talk. She's still snarky, but she's always kind of hesitant to really talk to you.
I'll probably try to talk at first up until she gets quiet, and I'll just like have something else that I'm doing and just stay in the room. Keep a presence.
Okay. Eventually, I'm assuming Fessik's there too, because he goes everywhere with you.
Yep.
Alright. Eventually, she kind of comes up to the bars and... What's your game?
What do you mean, what's my game?
Oh, you spend an awfully lot of time in here. Kind of annoying.
I mean, you are, for better or for worse, my cousin, and for better or for worse, I kind of care about you a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're stuck with me, and my constant visiting to annoy you, as cousins do. Welcome.
How's my sister?
Oh, you know, doing great. Running a business up here. You know, she repairs instruments now. Not as much of a performer. Still musically inclined.
Oh, I've heard
Very
stories.
successful.
Oh.
It's amazing how being away from a shitty place really lets you grow, become better.
Look, I really enjoy what I do.
Mhm. Just keep doing my thing.
Alright.
Just trying to wait her out.
She isn't giving in yet.
That's fine.
It's been a while though. Like, it's already been about a month that you've had her in that cage.
I guess I'll just, like, update her on stuff that's also going on around the house. Any rude customers that have come in, how Lyra's doing in her studies and stuff.
She listens to about 5% of your conversation.
I don't give a fuck. And I'll, like, go over and just visit, like, maybe an hour a day.
Okay. Do me a favor, make a persuasion check, would you?
Ooh. Would I?
Please do.
Would I?
Uh-huh.
Would I?
Hmm.
So it's a 15 on the die.
Okay.
So that's gonna be a 32.
Alright.
Would I?
Oh god.
That is noted. This isn't
Plus 17, baby!
this isn't something due to her brainwashing, I guess you can call it. This is not an easy thing to break regardless. This was
I
more
know.
of it was saying yes or no that you're succeeding at all.
It's a battle of attrition.
It's fine. I'm gonna break her.
Uh-huh.
Just, matter of time. I'm just so nice.
Mhm.
So fun to be around.
Fessik, you do notice that there's some... You know how Desiree gets when she's talking to people, but there is still like an unnatural presence sometimes when her charm is overwhelming.
Feels very uncomfortable because I think I know Desiree enough to be like, that's weird.
It's not normal by any means.
Just one quick question. Cousin kept again? Was it cousin kept in?
She's underneath the Hollow's hideout still.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Yara's taking really good care of her though. Yara's very motherly.
So I would have known about this and ignored it.
But Xymon reinforced the cell itself with like words and stuff to keep her in.
Words,
Alright.
words.
Alright. I guess with all of that being said, I think we have one more thing on our docket.
Bingo.
Would I have any more time?
Yeah, sure.
No, yeah.
Stop 30 minutes.
Please stall for me.
So after after talking to my mother and saying how I was going to talk to, and also weird emotional emotions going through my mind because it was a weird date. It was a date, but it was a date. Okay. Simon, does he know everything that I shared about Orcus, the blood, followers of the blood?
I mean, as much as you guys tell him, I mean,
library.
and That's the thing. The library is somewhat of an understanding from him. He doesn't know anything past that because a lot of it's rumor based.
Okay.
His extra dimensional friend Brasha, who he doesn't ever reference as a dragon, but maybe references him by name. Might have some looking into it. That it's not really controlled by any one deity or anything like that. In itself it is extra planar, but it's different. It doesn't follow time the same either.
Also,
It's kind of its own time.
okay. And then telling him of the library about what Kiri/Echo had done, about how a wish was made, asking him if he noticed if Desiree's acted strangely or if she's been strange. Sure.
Well, I mean, Desiree is definitely, obviously, her random surges of energy have left, and I've noticed that in our training.
That's good. She's not carrying a burden.
And what about yourself? You seem different. Obviously, I'm really good at reading people, but there's something off about you. Have you ever... I'm assuming you told them about the payment, too.
Yeah, about how I made a wish, but yet thing.
Have you ever had any concern about what was offered?
Not really. I feel like I got the better end of the deal. If anything, maybe I ripped them off.
I don't think so. I think something's been paid, and it's kind of hard to see. But
Still feel like me.
let me ask you. I remember, if you recall, when we all took over, attacked that manor of Spiel. Come to my familiarity that you dabbled in some magics relating to your musical abilities, and I'm curious if you still have those.
Music. No. If you want the musician, I can't play a tune to save my life, much less.
Are you sure?
I'm certain.
I don't think it was always that way.
No, I mean, sure. I've heard my saying, but that song. Yeah, you know that song. Everyone knows that song.
You're lying. Like I said, people have a certain aura that someone that can cast in the arcane or the divine. Usually, that though hard to see is something that a few gifted people can notice, and I am capable of noticing these kind of things, and I feel as though something is off about you, like I said. I think you offered a lot more than you're thinking. And I hope you made the right choice. I was definitely trying to look into Desiree's issues as well, but you need coming from someone that's dealt with a lot of promises and dealing with maybe things that are beyond my control or anyone's control, really. You have to be careful.
I feel better
I would
than
say,
I have.
obviously, yes, but at what cost? You know how often your mother was proud and talked about how capable you were and when you were learning how to play an instrument?
I don't remember learning to play anything.
Well, you certainly did. I'm not one to forget.
Wait. What else do you remember? Does the name Charade mean anything to you?
It's something that you were going by even when I had read your mind so far ago. That's what you called yourself.
Now, can I start putting the puzzle pieces together?
You're starting to notice things. Yeah, for sure.
Echo. Curie. You forgot things.
Like I said, I think the price that you paid was a lot greater than art thing. That you really think, honestly, it's uneasy that, just like I said, temptation is easy to give into, and you're gonna, on your path, definitely, especially in our times right now, you're gonna be given opportunity and probably other temptations that they're gonna promise you great things, but you have to remember that not everything can be trusted. Again, I'm appreciative. Desiree is a friend of mine, and I'm happy that her searches are gone, and I'm happy that someone took the initiative to do that, but like I said, at what cost?
It seemed like the right thing to do. She's... there's the other one, Lyra. She was...
Again, we also don't know how intense these forces that we're dealing with are as well.
Alright.
Just be careful from here on out. Unfortunately, if your abilities are gone, then that's that. I don't think that I can do very much in that regard.
I gave up something so something could be done.
Right.
Maybe it's not the only chance I could do. Something comes up, who knows? I'll just library again.
I would probably stay away from that place if I were you. I don't trust anything that promises a wish.
Well, short of that, what do you know about extra dimension?
Well, it's something I'm quite familiar with.
Orcus is supposed to come from?
Right. There was something that I've been looking into, and I have some answers, but this is going to be something that I need to tell all of you.
Alright.
But it is pertaining to Orcus. I think I found, not him per se, but someone that probably one of his generals here.
Generals.
Maybe a general.
I'm thinking
But I
that
think I found them.
paladin guy. Also, out of character, so I just don't know if there's a way, if this or after this, where then we can figure out the whole, my new subclass.
I mean, you can, if Charlemagne is that interested in what's come of him, you could probably study with him. Again, he has some experience with extra dimensional beings because of his friend, so
Okay.
I mean, he might even be able to talk to you, introduce you.
Okay. Either that or even just kind of tell him where I picked up, vaguely remember from reading magazine. Carried back up.
You're breaking up.
Oh. I was thinking about sharing even like whatever
You're still breaking up.
I'll just type it.
Or are you?
You're fine now.
You son of a...
Wow.
All right. Well, I think for that, he'll schedule a meeting with his friend Brasha, and he'll be able to talk to you a little bit more. We'll probably do that first thing alongside Garmon's stuff next session. Desiree,
That's me.
what would you like to do?
Pace. A lot. I'm very nervous.
You or Desiree?
I mean, me Loopy laying down in bed as always. Desiree's pacing around a lot. Nervous? Me Loopy always. I'm just gonna go to the shop, I guess. That's where I know she would be.
I'm just gonna send it.
Step in.
Fessik is following because you've been told not to.
No, I would have told Fessik to stay at the house with Lyra.
Okay.
Don't teach her anything inappropriate. You have to be a good role model. Fessik,
What?
good role model.
Okay.
You have to promise.
I promise.
Look at him with one eyebrow raised. I'm gonna know.
Hey
Things
Lyra.
will happen.
Hey Lyra, look at this. This hammer explodes things. Watch me blow up this door.
No alcohol. No bad words. Just don't do it. I will know. Good
Okay.
role model. Good role model. So I slowly maintain eye contact and leave the house.
I wait 5 minutes, then I tell Lyra, I'm gonna teach you how to tail someone.
God damn it. And then I'll
Well, not
go
5 minutes,
to
like
the
1
stop.
minute.
What
Uh-oh.
is this music?
Wrong one. Hold on.
No, no.
Ah!
Did say there might be combat.
I was Orcus the whole time.
Oh man. I'd be so sad.
Orcus was your heart.
Ooh, woo.
Nah, fine. Yeah, I'll get to outside the door and I'll just kind of stop. And I'm gonna think about the bullshit I'm about to do. And think about turning around and just going home and not doing any of this. This is a terrible idea. What am I doing? And I take my deep breath and I'm gonna walk in.
Okay. As you
Nice
step,
and tall.
you step in, and there is an elderly man, attending to a couple people that you see. That you, at least that's what you initially see. He kind of sees you walking. Just one moment, ma'am. Let me just assist these fine folks, and I'll be with you.
Just kind of nod.
And he's like taking his time, like showing him this diamond, and then showing showing him this really beautiful necklace. And
Can I just start browsing?
yeah, I mean there's some really nice jewelry in general there, necklaces, earrings.
Can I find something in Aya's style?
I mean, you can
Like
find something that she
would've
crafted.
made. Yeah, that's what I mean.
Make an investigation check.
Oh boy.
Let's see if you can look at those fine
Ooh.
details.
I'm pretty good at fine details. Investigation. 20.
20. I would say with a little bit of searching, you do find a very nice ring that she made, and also like a kind of like a hair clip that's really decorative, and it has like 2 rows of diamonds that start off large and then kind of shrink towards the end.
Any necklaces, maybe? The ring hits too close.
There's the hair clip. As far as that, it's hard to tell. She has a unique style, but there are several jewelers that work here.
A toe ring.
Ew. Pick up the hair clip
Okay.
and just try to catch this old dude's attention.
You wait about 10 minutes. Eventually,
Just
they-
really antsy.
eventually, it turns out that the couple doesn't want to buy anything right now,
Oh my god.
and they eventually feel like, "All right, miss, I do apologize for that. Wait, how can I help you?"
Oh no. It's just still. Oh no. I just look down at the hair clip and I'm just gonna look at him and I'm just gonna look so scared.
Hold on, let me see if he picks up on that. No.
Fuck me. I would like to buy this. And if the person who crafted it is around, I would like to speak with them personally, if you don't mind.
Well, it looks like you have a good eye. This is probably one of her better works, I would say. I'd be more than happy to bring her out.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of he takes the clip from you and like sets it on the table gently, and kind of does like a bow and then goes. And
I'm sweating, you guys.
Eventually, the old man kind of walks out first, and then followed by him is an Aya, with she kind of has one of those weird glasses things, you know, that jewelers use when they're working on stuff, magnifying
Yeah,
glass.
the tiny ones.
Yeah, they're kind of rolled up, and she's like wearing those glasses. And she looking expectedly, probably in like a professional manner, but immediately sees you.
Hi.
Tessere, what are you doing here?
Well, I realized it's been a while since I've bought any new jewelry. Especially from one of the best craftspeople in the city. Figured I would stop by.
Thank
Very
you.
nice hair clip, by the way.
Thank you.
I was also kind of hoping you'd have time to talk.
Make a persuasion check. Oh, Ben Lex, so roll good.
Ooh.
You're good at
Well,
these now.
But here's the thing, I rolled a 6 for 23.
23.
I am invincible.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
got you.
Waiting for you to roll that natural one.
I mean, it's still 18.
Still at 18.
She looks a little bit annoyed.
I mean, I can wait until you're off work, but
Probably would be best.
I just thought I would.
I'm a little tied up right now.
Yeah, no, I'll come back later then.
Okay. Eventually, as the day progresses,
Just mindlessly wandering around town.
but eventually the end of the day comes when she is supposed to be off when the jeweler shop closes. I'm assuming you eventually just walk back, and there you see Aya kind of waiting up front.
And I will approach.
So what is why?
It's a very good question. I had an answer for you this morning, but it's just gone.
I'm sorry. Just
Can
you
we-
know that I was working.
I know. I didn't mean to. I wasn't trying to pull you away from work. I just wanted to catch you before you left. Can we go somewhere, maybe, so we're not just standing in the street?
All right.
Cool. I'll go find, like, I don't fucking know, like a cafe.
Okay.
One of them. This is a bad idea.
Sure.
Just grab a table.
No, she'll sit down.
God. Where do I even start?
Well, I'm listening.
There's been a lot that's happened.
A little bit of where Aw kind of talks about you all a lot.
I mean, he should. He's #1 customer and all that.
Mhm.
I mean, we talked a little bit at that party.
Right, and I handed you back your medallion.
I'm wearing it, so I'll fidget with that a little bit. There's just been a lot that's happened.
Is everything okay? I mean,
Yes, no, everything, nothing. I mean, I still do magic now, that's cool. And it's not bad anymore. There's no side effects or anything. Someone, believe it or not, actually wanted to help me.
oh, I mean that's good.
This is so hard. I'm not used to people helping me. I mean, I think you kind of knew that already. Why is this so hard? Why is this so fucking hard? I have been something's plaything for months now. After you left. Just like the fucking old times.
Hold on.
And
Hmm. Let's try this one. Nope, not that one. That one's better.
And I got myself out of that on
All
my
I'm-
own.
I am happy for you. Regardless of what's happened and what's in our past, I still care about you.
That's what's so fucking hard. I don't... God, I thought I knew exactly what I was going to say, and it's all gone. Milano's doing fine. I have a kid now? That's weird.
She's a little taken aback by that. Oh, I never knew. Wanted a child.
I mean, it wasn't really by choice. She just showed up at my doorstep one day.
Well,
Love
maybe.
her though. And
Well, congratulations.
thanks. She's really smart, you know. She'd been alone on her own for a while. Found herself in a situation she didn't know how to deal with. She ended up with me. She's a really smart kid.
I'm happy that you were able to help someone else. That's very kind of you, and I mean,
I just... also found out I have a couple cousins I didn't know I had.
oh,
Just as bad off as I was, and I'm really not taking it well. I thought I could handle all this responsibility, being this person that everyone looks up to, but I am fucking scared.
look, you don't always have to bear all the weight.
Well, someone has to. Why shouldn't it be me?
See, but you're putting yourself in a position. I mean, like I said, I worry. Obviously, we all have to get on with our lives, and what's done is done, but I care. But you can't let yourself get this way.
I don't know how else to be. I thought leaving my past behind and starting over would be the end to all this, all these... And now it's back, and it's different, and I care about people. I care about people like I've never cared about anyone besides, you, Milano. I'm just... It's just so hard.
sorry. I don't have a lot to say.
Well, you've done most of the talking in the past. It's time for me to pay back my debts. I think the reason I came to you, I realized that I don't know how much time any of us have left. Things come and go, and accidents happen, people get hurt. Waterdeep is a lot scarier than I thought it was. And I just... At least I wanted to look at you one last time, just in case. And tell you that It's too late to change anything, but... God, I wish I could have been better for you when you needed me. I'm so sorry I wasn't.
Make a persuasion check.
There it is, Doodle, you cursed me. Natty 1.
No.
So an 18.
18.
Oh, you rolled a 19.
Fuck me.
She's taking it all in. There's a lot, and look, I've already forgiven you for what's happened. I don't hold anything against you. Things happen, and I mean, sometimes we just have to move along, but I really do appreciate it that you're trying, and I'm sorry that you're dealing with a lot right now. And like I said, I do worry, I do care. Thank you for telling me how you feel.
It's about time I listened to you anyway.
She laughs. Look, I understand that it's not always easy, and from what he always talks about, it sounds like you are all getting into some dangerous stuff. Just be careful, but I trust you. But just know that you don't have to bear all the weight all the time. I'm sure you have friends. I know you have friends.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's respectful that that you're looking after someone that really needed help, and it impresses me, and you need to make sure that, again, that you take care of yourself too.
I wish I knew how. It's not really on the syllabus for Lolth followers.
Look, how about this? if you're ever feeling this way again, I wouldn't mind speaking with you and listening if you need that.
Okay.
Do you have anything else that you need to say?
Can you just stay here with me for a little bit? Please. I don't want to be alone.
There's a little bit of hesitation, and her eyes are a little watery too. She's not like all out crying, but she's definitely feeling something. And she nods her head.
I'm just gonna sit there in silence.
Okay. All right. Is that all for today then?
I think so.
All right. Well, everybody, I apologize that took a while, but we have moved along 30 days at this point. Like I said, we have a couple things that we need to discuss, and you're quickly going to find that the new Thieves Guild, has some information for you, and Simon as well. Desiree, you found some information on him. So
Woohoo!
we'll cover that on the beginning of next session, and then you guys can decide where you go from there. But I guess that's what we're going to call it then.
Cool.
Cool.
Thanks, JD.
Thank you
Yep.
very much.
Thanks, Doodle.
I'll see you.